What's going on, guys? SgtMajorSav. I'm gonna bring you my best class setup for the Kuda. Alright, as you see right here, I got the Kuda. I have the red dot, the quick draw, and the long barrel. Lethal or secondary, you could have really whatever you want. But you saw on the screen there, I also have the Sixth Sense. I also have the hardwired and the fast hands and awareness, of course. I really feel like awareness is one of those, if you're wearing a headset, one of those crutch perks. I mean, like, if you're not wearing dead silence, I mean, everybody who has awareness is going to hear you. And that's how I was really trying to play during this gameplay. And I don't know, since the update, I haven't really been running into a lot of the new maps for some reason, but I don't know, I don't know if they changed anything with the multiplayer as far as matching people up, but I don't know. I'm feeling like all these lobbies have been pretty sweaty. I mean, I've been not having to try hard, but it's been tough in some of these lobbies. I mean, I still do good, but not as good as I'd like. So, but also I think the SMGs. I know the Weevil was buffed, but only in hardcore, which doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why you wouldn't buff the Weevil just all around. I mean, that Weevil really needs to be buffed anyway. Um, I mean, I know it's the best class setup for the Kuda, but I mean, I'm really thinking the Kuda is the best SMG in this game, only because the Kuda hasn't gotten any nerfs or buffs. It's been pretty much the same thing since the beta, so I mean, it's pretty consistent, has a decent rate of fire, and the accuracy is really good. And I don't run the laser sight on here because the hip fire on this thing is really good anyway. So I really don't see the need for it. I heard that guy coming right there. That is the the pro of having awareness. You could really hear people all around the map. That's not equipping dead silence. So I definitely, if you have a headset and you're not using awareness, you're really doing yourself a disservice. You should really put that on if you are. I mean, unless you don't have to. I mean, unless you have one of those headsets where it's like, look, I hear people across the map, even if I'm not wearing awareness. Hey, more power to you. I'm using a cheap PS4 headset. I actually got a comment saying that my commentary was a little muffled, so I put on my Astro A40s to see if the audio would be a little bit better. I hear this guy coming right here. Take him out pretty easy. The only thing, oh, see that thing right there? It's probably not going to be loud in your ears, but I tell you, every time I get a prestige or some kind of, I don't know, some kind of award or something, I mean, it's just like definitely. Like, I can't hear nothing when that thing's going on. I don't know. I just prestiged, so I don't have a lot of my setups or anything. Now, I'm really torn between the Kuda and the Pharaoh as far as being the best SMGs. I think the Pharaoh is a fantastic SMG. It's, I believe it's a 4-round burst, and I usually put rapid fire on there. See, now the reason why I waited right there is because I heard him, but the reason why he looked at me is because he had awareness on too, and he heard me. So that's the thing right there. Yeah, I don't know, I've been, the past couple of days and everything like that, I've really been feeling like I've been really late on some of these gunfights, and I don't know if that is just basically, my connection or latency that's going on right now. I'm not sure what the issue is, but I really wish I had a stronger connection. My latency on the game is like 100+ milliseconds. And I told you guys before that if you're playing on a TV, you really should be putting that on game mode, and that is still true. But connection is always going to be king in any of these Call of Duty games. Person with the best connection is probably going to be the better player, only because the hit detection and look at, oh, okay, I didn't do it this time, but oh, look at that Ripper. I tell you, man, they nerfed that Ripper, but it's still pretty good. And I don't know. I think it's fine the way it is. I don't think it needs another nerf or anything like that. Ooh, let me get that two-piece. And yeah, I don't think it needs to be nerfed. But you know, the funny thing is that you know Treyarch. I like Treyarch as a company. I always enjoyed all of their games. But I don't know. They keep nerfing a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they had a beta too, and I just feel like a lot of these things. I mean, this has been like a lot of patches. Like, oh, look at this. And you know, and I know I shouldn't have went up there, but like I told you guys before, like I don't want to run away. I want to, you know, I know they were in there camping and stuff, but I don't know. I figured I'd take at least one out. I guess I was wrong. But yeah, there's been a lot of patches, and they had a beta and everything. Ooh, let me get that two-piece. Let me get that two-piece. And I mean, I just feel like, you know, they keep nerfing everything, and instead of nerfing stuff, why don't you just buff the weak weapons? Like, no one wants to play with, you know, weapons that are shooting out marshmallows. And look at that hipfire right there. I told you, the Kuda has excellent hipfire. Yeah, nobody wants to play, with weapons that are like shooting out mushrooms. No one wants to do that. There was a guy in there to the left. I saw him, and I guess he went ahead and dipped out. But yeah, that's how I feel. Anyway, I just don't think they should continue to nerf everything. But if you want to do some weapon balancing, you should go ahead and actually try to buff some things. I mean, I don't know. That's just me. I think a lot of people are gravitating to hardcore. I don't like hardcore because the camping in hardcore is so horrible. Like, everybody camps in hardcore. I mean, if you play hardcore, I'm not saying you camp, or if you do, whatever, anybody can play. It's their play style. But I just, my opinion, I don't like hardcore. So, but anyway. Yeah, so there is. Oh, look at this. Ooh, ooh. Let me eat that. Let me get. Look at. Let me get you too. Yeah. So it looks like, Black Ops 3 is one of the best-selling games for January 2016, and the top-selling game in November. And Infinity Ward's coming out with the next Call of Duty. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, guys. This is my opinion, the best class setup on the Kuda, which is, in my opinion, the best SMG in the game. Alright, guys. Hope you have a good one.